What's up guys, it's the Lost Scurf. Welcome back to another video. Today's video I'm going to be discussing 5 characters I believe are amazing to start with in Multiversus. I'm going to be making this pretty concise because I do feel like it's pretty important for you guys to, start with a character that's actually, feasible. Because there's people who start out like trying to play like the hardest character, and I really don't recommend that. It can be really hard to learn some of the basics while you're doing that. So I highly recommend you check out one of these 5 characters, or maybe someone in the intermediate category at the least, which I'll probably make a video ranking all of them, which ones are intermediate, which are not. But I just want to get this out of the way. There's a lot of misinformation. I've been seeing some people making videos about it, and what are the easiest characters to start with, and all the characters ranked and stuff like that. Now, before the video starts, if you guys are not subscribed, I'd appreciate it if you guys could. I've been working really hard to make sure I release some amazing videos for you guys, and honestly, I've been having a lot of fun doing it. So if you guys want to see more of it, then please let me know. I've seen people say that characters like Jake are one of the hardest characters to play, or at least in the decently hard category, and I'm like, dude, like, have you even played the game? Like, I don't know. I feel like people don't understand like what actually makes a character difficult and what makes a character not difficult. In my views, there's a few things that makes it easy and what makes it hard. The first thing to me is how safe are their options? How often can you throw out their attacks without risk of being punished? Second to me is, can you manage their abilities well? Do they have a lot of cooldowns to manage? Do they have a lot of features that are unique and are very situational you have to be aware of? And then the third thing for me is just how easy is their classification? Like a character who has, things that they summon and have to have time and have to combo with, for example, Bugs Bunny or Tom and Jerry or Morty, are all 3 characters that I consider to be at least medium difficulty. Mostly Bugs, right? Some guy like Shaggy or Batman who will run you down and throw kicks and punches at you and try to combo with those punches and kicks. That's a character I would see, would probably be in the easy medium category, right? So, again, I just want you guys to know that, like, there's a lot of misinformation out there, and that I'm here to tell you, from my experience playing 150 plus hours in Brawlhalla, hundreds of hours in all the different Smash Bros. Games, and now over 150 hours in Multiversus, I want to tell you guys how to properly be prepared for playing each character and, everything like that. So that's enough with the spiel, and let's just get into it. Here comes number 5. So number 5 for me, as I mentioned before, is Batman. Batman is honestly such a great character to start with. He's very, similar to the kind of playstyle you have as Fox in Smash Bros. Ultimate. So if you like Fox, if you like rundown characters kind of like him, then you'll love this character. He basically has a batarang, right, that plays neutral for you, and that's why I think this character is easy, is because he has a move that basically will play out neutral and help you play neutral on your own. That's one of the hardest things people learn in this game, is how to overall get in on people, play neutral, and play safely. And I feel like Batman does a great job of teaching how to do this. Not only that, he teaches you air acceleration, air movement, and how to land combos in the air. And also stuff like comboing with normals, sharking, which is basically whenever somebody's up in the air and you're trying to get them to die by hitting them up farther. Like, that's basically whenever you see Batman's up there sharking with up special, that's usually what the goal is. He also teaches you how to manage a projectile, how to move efficiently, and how to get the most out of your dodges, and just so many other things. I feel like, in my view, Batman is a character that will teach you a lot about how to play the game, while also being extremely fun and rewarding to play. So I highly recommend you pick him up. Great character to start with, and overall pretty strong in the meta right now. Number 4 for me personally would be none other than Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman is a pretty good character, not only in 1s, but also in 2s. I believe she's slightly stronger in 2s, but in 1s she's still just as fun. She's a great sword fighter. She plays a lot like maybe a character like Roy or Cloud from Smash Bros. Ultimate. And she just has some great, basic sword fighting mechanics. I mean, she has a forward air that's just a forward slash. She has a forward strong that's just a forward slash. And she has, basically everything you throw out with this character is what you'd expect it to be. She's honest and she's easy to pick up, and that's what I like so much about her for beginners. Also, she has some other great sharking mechanics, such as using her up special, which is basically this really, really quick upwards moving kill move that basically just puts her shield in the air that her teammate can also use as a platform. She has, you know, a little bit of problems killing sometimes. You got to be pretty smart about how you learn how to kill. But otherwise, honestly, she has a great neutral. She, you know, racks up a lot of damage. She teaches you how to use her abilities and armor and cooldown very well. She has a great projectile, which I really like about her. And just overall, she has a lot about her that I feel like is undervalued a lot right now, and people are starting to understand how good she actually is. And that's amazing because I feel like she's a great character for not only beginners, but also intermediate and advanced players. Now my number 3 is undeniably Finn. As much as I don't think he's a super easy character, that's why he's here, is because I feel like even though he's not the easiest character in the game or anything like that, right? He has a lot of advanced tricks you can learn with him that make him such a satisfying character for a beginner to play. He has tricks like the gem, which he can grab and throw, and gives him some insane anti-gimping ability, and that's honestly one of my favorite things about Finn, is that you rarely get gimped as the character, which is why I think he's so rewarding for a beginner to learn. A lot of people get frustrated with how often you'll get down aired, or how often you'll die at 40 to some stupid shit, and unfortunately, that's a big part of this game, but it's kind of something you gotta learn how to deal with, and Finn teaches you how to do that. He has a mechanic that basically will teleport you across the map for the small price of 100 coins. He has some really nice hitboxes. He has some good aerial strings that are not too bad to learn. A good example of this is the triple downer combo I have a video about. He also has his forward air, nair, forward air, as well as backpack that you can follow out of a lot of his other moves. And a lot of his aerials are just very simple and easy to learn and easy to use. I just feel like this is one of those characters that I feel like has a very, very, very low skill floor, but has a pretty high skill ceiling, which is why I recommend people who really want to take a character to the next level and take him all the way to like level 30. This is a character I recommend you try to master because he's very rewarding. Now, number 2 is Jake. As I was saying earlier in the video, I don't believe Jake is a hard character to play. I actually think he's one of the easiest in the game. I think he's in the top 5 easiest, but he's here at number 2 for different reasons. And the main reason for it is because I feel like his combos are some of the safest in the entire game. For example, his downer skateboards, so I will show you on screen. He has a move that basically will do 33 consistently if you followed it in any other move. He also has a combo that is nair into bite, which basically does like I think 15% and then weakens them, which makes you be able to do even more damage with a future combo over the next few seconds. He has his stretchy arm, which is honestly one of the best moves in the game. It literally is so good. It reaches so far, is an insanely good spiking tool, and I think he genuinely has the best gimping ability in the game by far, which is why you'll find so many Jakes being able to clutch really, really, really close games. He also has a pretty solid recovery in the form of his horse as well as his house. His house is really nice because it also blocks projectiles. He has a lot of kill power. Don't let anybody tell you he doesn't have kill power, because he has kill power like nothing else in the game. In my personal opinion, I believe his ground kill power is some of the best in the game, because he can not only jump up and try to down air you, which will kill at 120 by the way, if not earlier, but he also has one of the safest up strongs in the game, and you'll notice a lot of Jakes will spam it because of how strong it is. And I just recommend trying him out because of how easy he is to kill with, how much damage he can rack up, his mobility, his utility as a character, his range. He just has everything, and I believe that's why he's also not only a top 3 character in the game, but also one of the easiest to play. Again, I understand this might come as a hot take because there's a lot of Jakes out there that have this weird belief that like their character is hard to play, when in reality, like, they're not. It's the same with Arya players. Even though their character's, like, painfully intermediate to play, they'll talk about how hard it is to land, you know, specific combos in up B, when in reality, it's really not that hard whatsoever. The character is just completely blown up to make it look like you're more skilled than you actually are. So, it's the same deal with Jake, and I didn't even know this up until now. So, yeah, if somebody tells you Jake's hard to play, don't listen to him, please. It's just not true. Alright, then my first pick is Shaggy. Shaggy is one of the most popular characters in the game while also having a very consistent and very strong high win rate at high levels. The reason for this is because he has a kill confirm out of jab, he has a really strong set of tools including really good vertical and horizontal mobility. He has a charge move you can do after not ringing out somebody that leads to a great advantage state. He has a projectile that can counter a lot of close-up characters. Like, for example, his projectile is great against characters like Finn, and characters like Wonder Woman, who will need to get close to you, where you can throw the sandwich as kind of time to buy. He has a down air, down strong loop that can do up to 60%. He has some really safe moves you can throw out. His knee is really strong and does a pretty good amount of damage in knockback. And as you know, his side special is really good. And I'm telling you guys, if you guys are getting into Shaggy, please don't just spam the side special. It's something that does work at certain levels, but like, it's just not a good way to learn the game. And I feel like it's a thing that a lot of Shaggies do and realize like 20 levels into playing the character, like, wow, I'm really using side B like every other move. It's just not a good move to be spamming. It could be really predictable and people will punish you for it if you keep spamming it like Shaggies often do. I highly recommend you stick to his other moves and try his other strategies, because overall he can be such a fun and rewarding character for you to learn. I just want to put some quick honorable mentions out here, but I highly recommend checking out Bugs and Superman once you reach past some of these characters, because Bugs and Superman are not only super strong characters, but also teach you other fundamentals that these 5 do not cover as well. I highly recommend you learn one of those characters as well after you feel like you reach a little bit more into the intermediate stage. And honestly, I will probably be making a top 5 best characters for intermediate players, which may even include one of these characters, because there's certain, features of these characters that make them good at intermediate levels as well. So, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.